Good morning, everyone, and happy April Fool's Day. I've gotten quite a few questions from students on kind of where to find things, or students aren't seeing things. So things that I really hadn't anticipated that I guess I'd like to go back and address a little bit. Kind of, yeah, kind of where to find things and how to get a hold of things. So first of all, I do want to say, if you can submit things digitally, whether it's take a picture on your phone or scan it in as a PDF and submit it digitally to me in some way, that's really going to be the best. We're really trying to eliminate handling as much paperwork as humanly possible for obvious reasons, okay? And this keeps you safe. This keeps everyone safe who would have to go through that chain of touching the papers, okay? And sometimes that's all we can do. Like if you have no other choice, that is okay. So I want to, I think there was a little panic for some of you when you got that first schedule of, I think most teachers were sending out 2 weeks. So first of all, calm down if you were one of those people. And I'm telling you, when I was in high school, that would have totally freaked me out. Like, oh my gosh, look at all this work. But remember that is 2 weeks worth of work, and if you're overwhelmed, I would say, reach out to the teacher that you're the most overwhelmed with. And my most comforting saying, I guess, when I get overwhelmed, when I have a big project or research paper or something like that, you go through it one step at a time, okay? And you eat it it's like how you would eat an elephant, one bite at a time. And before you know it, you've eaten this whole giant elephant. A wise person told me that when I was going through grad school, and it's true. One bite at a time. You can eat a whole elephant, and everyone can do it. It's just some of us it's going to take longer than others, and that's okay. So first of all, calm down. Know that no one really I don't think the expectations of teachers are that you're sitting down for what would be 7 class periods and just constantly cranking out work that whole time. I know that you are all you have different things going on. You have different strengths. Some of you are really, I think, missing some of those electives, and believe me, we're thinking about that. What we want, I know, and I can speak for all teachers here. We want you to have success. We want you to continue learning. And we want you to reach out when you're struggling, because that's what we're here for. We're not just here to videotape lessons and give you worksheets. We just want to be so available for you if you have questions for things. So yeah, don't let this, stress you out and shut down. And, we understand this is a whole different way of teaching for us, and it's a whole different way of learning for you. So what I do want to show you, I'm going to make my mug go away a little bit here. I'm just going to show you kind of, and some of you are, like you understand this and have done this. Others maybe not so much. I don't know why I can't make this larger. Hold on just a second. I'm sure I'll figure it out. All right. So if you haven't been privy to my whole HyperDoc scenario before, this is how it works. So I'm just in my college chem class right now. The last assignment that I posted, or the last material I posted, is in fact this HyperDoc. HyperDocs are amazing because it's super organized. So I'm going to post a HyperDoc kind of for every unit. And of course I've had to modify things a little bit with this whole online learning thing. So each of you have a HyperDoc in Google Classroom. At the very top is a link to the weekly schedule. So if you click on this link, it's going to be like, oh, here's what's expected of me for this week. And if you page down, and I'm just going to always do this. Oh, I hope, maybe I don't. Oh, yeah. Maybe I don't have week 2 on here. My bad. I thought I did. So I'm just going to add week 2 onto the bottom of week 1. So because I want you to be able to look back, this is just going to be an ever-evolving document. You cannot edit this. You can only look at this. You can download and print this. But of course, you don't have editing capabilities, and it's not an assignment. It's just for your information. Here's the welcome back video on YouTube. Hopefully you watched that. Happy National Bunsen Burner Day. That was yesterday. Hopefully no one tried to light things on fire. We don't want that. That wasn't the goal. Then I have a review sheet. So this is a sheet from my Gmail. It wasn't assigned as an assignment, so this is something you're going to have to download. Download and print, or download, and I think you could annotate with Kami, the app that allows you to write on your documents on the computer, and then I think you could submit it that way. But this is not like a Google assignment where you open it and then you can complete it. This just gives you access to print that off. Please let me know if that is not something that you're able to do. Okay. Sorry, I think I was clicking on the video. That was actually the video. This is the worksheet. So you can see this worksheet. I think, again, download it, print it, or download it and then open it with Kami. You should all have the Kami app, whatever works best for you. And then to submit it, you can either, I'll make a folder in Google Classroom that you can put it in. Taking a picture and submitting it works totally fine. Here's one little hiccup. If you have really slow internet, it might, like I know, because I've been in places where the internet is slow, and even to send a picture, like pictures actually are pretty big files, especially if you have a really good camera on your phone. It's a pretty big file. So it may be better to scan it in with, there's all kinds of apps you can use. I use Genius Scan on my phone, and it allows me to, it takes a picture, but it converts that picture to a PDF, which is much smaller, takes up a lot less, it's a much smaller file, and so it uploads a lot quicker. So that's an option for you too. Anyway, if I go down my HyperDoc here, here's another video. Again, these are, so for chemistry kids, these are review. I mean, all my classes have different things on here. Then there's a review sheet, worksheet number 2, and then I have this chart. This is, and I try to give explanations going forward. You can use this cheat sheet on all quizzes and assessments, and you're welcome. Download and print. I added that later because I had somebody request, like clearly people were struggling. So again, most of these on here, the documents are download and print so that you have your own copy. So as I make changes and I'm going to try to keep things like, you know, here's my 2-week schedule. I'm going to try not to veer too far from that, but if I do make edits, I'll try to send some sort of announcement like, hey, I realized that this kind of wasn't working the way I had it, and so I want to make modifications. But these, especially these first 2 weeks, guys, we just kind of got to roll with it. You know, I'm in the same boat you are. I have not, I haven't done this before, not whole. Like I would be gone. I mean, most of you know, like the last couple of years, I would be gone for a week at a time, but then I would be here for a week, and so I could kind of catch up with things. So the whole videotaping lessons isn't new for me, but all the rest of it, like this is kind of new for everyone, but together we're going to get through this. Missed you guys a ton. Just, you know, we're going to be fine. We'll take each day as it is. Please reach out to me or any of the other staff members if you feel like you need to. We want this to be as non-stressful as possible for you and for me. Have a great day.